Josh Raven here with the Daily Dart at the European LCS Week 1, Day 1, joined by Kikis from G2 Esports, picking up a win in their first game of the split. And first off, we'll go to that game, obviously playing against a bit of a makeshift Element side, but you look pretty dominant. How does it feel to pick up the first win and do it so emphatically?
It's always good to win the first game because maybe it gives confidence boost. I actually don't think it mattered that much because I don't think we are the team that really base the confidence on how many games we're gonna win or not. Because we know we play good and we know we can get better, we can improve even if we lose. So it doesn't really matter. But winning first game is always good, and we can compare ourselves to other teams already.
Obviously during the off-season, G2 had a bit of a shuffle, lots of changes, including you in particular, switching from jungle to the top lane. Was that a team decision? Was it your decision? Did you want to make the switch? What was the thought process behind that one?
Well, I was the base of the lineup. Like I was the first person to join and together with Perks and Hybrid to see how the team pans out. And when I was looking for players to get to the team, I was looking at both positions because I knew I'm capable of going to top lane, and if there's no good top laners to take to the team, we can also go for the junglers. And when I noticed Trick, I noticed that he's smart and a really skilled player. I think he's actually really good now that I got to play with him. So it was mostly that, okay, we can get really good jungler, I can go top lane. I'm confident in my ability, my work ethic, my attitude, will to actually be good. And that doesn't matter that much, but I played top lane before for like 2 seasons, a bit competitive, like semi-competitive. Sometimes I was on LANs playing with like CLGU and stuff, so it's always good to have that experience.
And so far, how's the switch been going? Obviously, you were able to pick up a win. Have you been enjoying it, preferring the top lane? Everything's going good?
I think the switch is going well. There's still a lot of things I can improve, but I don't mind the idea because my playstyle is not really like carry, especially with the meta that is right now. I play more for the team, and I don't mind being like, okay, I'm gonna get ganked 3 times, I'm gonna be 0-3, but for this, my team is taking like 3 bot turrets or whatever, going for inhibitor and stuff. So I don't mind giving up the resources on top lane to actually win the game, because all that matters is winning the game.
You mentioned earlier that you looked at Trick and you scouted him out kind of and brought him into the team. Did the same thing go for Emperor? Were they just 2 players that you saw and immediately went, yes, we want them? Or was there some sort of tryout process with maybe some European players? What was the process like for picking up the new players?
When we were sure we're going to get Trick, I just talked with him and asked him if there's any good AD players he knows, because we were still open to any offers or like any players to get. And he said he's good friends with Emperor. And when I was watching him in NA and when I rewatched the replays, he was actually impressive. Like he did some stupid stuff like jump Tristana into 5 people, but like other than that, he was really skilled player, good mechanically, and he never really like went for too much risk. Like he wasn't dying for no reason, and we decided to take him as well.
Just a quick one here, I just remembered in that Hybrid in the pre-game video for the game you just played mentioned that he thought Trick was the best jungler in Europe, really without a shadow of a doubt. Is that something you would agree with, or do you think there's still a little bit more growth coming in?
Well, Trick doesn't have much stage experience like compared to some of the other players, but I think he's actually really good. Maybe calling him the best jungler of Europe is a bit too soon, but I think he can definitely get there and be the best.
Okay. Switching over to the team in general, G2, there's been a lot of mixed expectations, obviously recently promoted, however the lineup coming in is extremely strong to some people. What do you think your goals are for the season? Are you going to be fighting for the playoffs, maybe even higher?
Well, I like to go step by step, so at least for me the goal is playoffs, and from playoffs we can go like higher, but I think we can definitely reach semi-finals in the playoffs, so it's top 4.
We'll end things off. I'm going to ask you about some of the other teams in the LCS. Obviously there's a lot of mixed lineups, Elements and Roccat for example, they've just kind of mashed together some sort of teams. Yeah. Do you see any surprises coming out from any of those teams? Do you think there's going to be some sort of underdog rising up this year, or does it look pretty set with the top teams?
So far from the way the scrims have been going and from the few games there was in LCS, I don't really think there's going to be like an underdog UL story, and it's really hard to tell because we didn't see much of them on stage. Like they have some players that are really like unknown. Maybe if they're gonna work hard and in I don't know 1 month, 2 months they're gonna be really good. But maybe it's gonna be already too late because LCS is going. Maybe they're gonna be like I don't know 2-8 in standings, and it's gonna be hard to come back from that. Try not to